Ounces of flour on there. I'm now going to put 2 ounces of corn flour.
Hang on a minute, I'm not sure if this is working.
The red light's going.
Oh, is it? Okay, it must be on then. So, sorry, start again?
I've got 4 ounces of flour on here.
Yeah.
And I'm now weighing out 2 ounces of corn flour. And 2 ounces of custard powder.
Okay.
No, it's nothing for dogs to eat. Any mail, Bev? One. That's a bit much. We heard Beth's plane going over.
The one you'll be on tomorrow.
Yep. Now, I am going to microwave
Ooh,
this to melt
technology.
5 ounces of butter.
So you melt it till it's runny or just till it's soft?
No, just till it's soft. If I do it too much, the yo-yos don't come up with the right texture. I don't think you have to video this running, do you? Nope, a bit more than that.
Okay, I've got it on pause.
Pardon?
I've got it on.
Into the butter that I've melted a bit too much, I'm putting 2 heaped tablespoons of icing sugar.
So you don't have to sift that or anything?
No. Well, if you want to get the lumps out, you could. But they'll come up because I'll be getting my hands in this soon. This is boring for people watching.
So how do you know when you've mixed it enough?
Well, it's a bit lumpy at present, so I just keep on mixing it until it's smooth. It's good exercise, gets the flab on your arms working. But they'll all ease out when I sift in the dry ingredients, the rest of them.
So that's the stuff you prepared earlier.
Yes.
And it all goes in at once?
4 ounces of flour, 2 of corn flour and 2 of custard powder.
This is the bit where I always gave up. I could never get that amount of dry ingredients into that amount of wet ingredients.
Oh well, when it gets a bit much, I get my hand in and do it like that. Already washed my hands and cleaned my fingernails. Yes, I see what you mean. But a little trick. If it gets too thick, add a little bit more butter.
Okay. And it's basically the same recipe for shortbread as well, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
The shortbread one doesn't have custard powder in it. And it doesn't have vinegar, which I'm going to put in a minute. It's the vinegar that makes it go quite crispy and not soft like a A lot of people make yo-yos, you know, more like, what did they used to call them, custard creams or?
Melting moments.
Melting moments, yes. No. 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Malt vinegar.
And it just goes in with the dry stuff like that?
Well, I usually mix it all in, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. I mean, I wait until the flour's all mixed in, but I just did it a bit differently today. Yeah. Sorry, turn it off for a minute, will you? They don't need to see me blowing wiping my nose. This is good.
Smile for the camera, Mary.
Pardon?
Smile for the camera.
Well, I can't see your face, I can only see your hands. Hang on a minute. Smile for the camera.
This is for posterity. Your grandchildren will be looking at this someday.
Oh, my great-granddad's mine.
And there's also old Gran. Oh, I haven't seen you for ages.
And that's great Auntie Beth.
Yes. I'm not supposed to be in this, you know.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
not making anything. I'm just being lazy as usual.
The butter was a bit too mild. It's a bit sticky, so I'm going to put a bit more flour in.
This is where we go off script, huh? A bit more.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any difference. Can't put that hand in.
So why flour? Why not the custard powder or the
Well,
corn
I think it
flour?
would throw it out too much.
Okay. So you just tweak it a bit with either extra flour or extra butter.
Yes, depending on the texture.
And what's it meant to feel like?
When the dough doesn't stick to the side of the bowl like that, it comes off all nice and clean.
Okay.
And it's not too sticky on your hands.
So about like that.
Yes, it's coming right now.
Do you have BP in them?
Pardon?
Powder?
Nope. See how clean the bowl is?
Yep.
And it's still nice and, you know, it's going to be easy to roll them. Now, do you want me to roll them here too?
Is that well, may as well.
Tell you what, I will now put the oven on.
So the oven is on at what?
Depends what stove you're doing. I do it on this one at 180. I used to do it at 150.
So a cooler
I've
oven.
gone all technical. I'm in,
Centigrades.
yeah, and I'm in ounces and things here, and then I go on to the other. So I must...
So not a hot oven then, a sort of a moderate to cool
Yes.
one. Okay.
You see, when it's the right texture, you can pick the other bits that you've left over. Now, it all depends what size you want. This recipe, if I got them the size I want, will make 42 biscuits.
42 halves.
It's 42 halves. It gives you 21 finished yo-yos.
Okay.
See, to start with, they're different sizes already. But it's just guesswork. Auntie Kathy used to make them great big ones.
So a pinch of dough, around about how big? Stick it in your other hand so we can see it. About that much. And then roll it
Yeah.
and squish it.
And then you finish it. I put 7 along here. 5 down there.
That's only 35.
No, it's 6, sorry.
That's better. And then you do the fork thing.
Yep.
Okay,
And I
we'll
do-
go pause.
I do it as I go because if you leave it to do the fork until the whole tray's gone, this is set
Oh, okay.
and it's can come up.
Okay, here we do the fork thing.
There, now this is going to take a while, so you can turn that off. I'm sorry, Finn, there's nothing left over.
As you can tell, they don't have to be exactly even in size, although
No,
it helps.
This one's bigger. Never mind. So, in they go for half an hour. But I keep looking at them because I don't like them brown at all. I like them nice and white. But cooked.
So how can you tell when they're...
Because they feel crisp.
So you keep
They
touching
don't
them.
dent when you put your finger in them.
So you keep touching them until they're crisp.
Well, I don't need to. I can tell by looking.
Okay.
Now, if you can stay for a bit longer, in a quarter of an hour I'll take them out and turn them round, and you can have a look then.
Okay.
So I'm sure we can have something to talk about for another.
It's a shame this thing doesn't record smells.
These have got big, the last ones. Now when I put them back in, I'm going to put the oven, turn the oven down. See, they're a lot bigger now than they were when...
Yeah. Is that because they spread out, or
Yes,
is
they
there
spread
something in
out.
it that they kind of rise a bit?
No, they don't rise, but they'll go down again when they're...
So how far down do you turn the oven?
Actually, I had that oven too hot to start with. I put it in the temperature, I put the sultana cakes in it.
Oh, okay.
But they'll be all right. So I've turned,
So you turned it down to what?
I've got it down to 150, but I'll turn it around a little bit more.
Okay.
And I will keep an eye on them. I will check it more often now. Okay, kids, I hope you enjoy them. I've enjoyed making them. Bye. Here we are. There are the finished yoyos.
So that front one's a little bit more done than you like it.
That, I don't like them like that. I like them with nice white bottoms,
Okay.
like that. And you see how these have spread, but we match them up.
Okay.
Oh,
So now what?
I take them off, and as I'm putting them on here, I try to match them up.
Okay, size-wise.
Yes. Dog, it's much easier without you here. Go
But he's
on.
such a helper in the kitchen.
Pardon?
He's such a helper in the kitchen.
Yes, he is a helper. Of course, with you being there, it's taking me longer to match some.
That's all right. We get the idea.
Yes.
And then you're going to make an icing just with icing sugar, a little bit of butter,
The butter.
and some lemon juice.
Yes, I've got lemon juice in the fridge, ready to make them when these cool down.
So you wait until they get quite cold before you ice
Oh
them.
yes, definitely very cold.
Very cold. Okay.
Yes. Otherwise the icing would all just run out.
And the advantage of having them in pairs is that you can tell if anybody's been along to steal some.
Good thinking, I never thought of that. No, I just thought it's easier to match them when you're doing it, when you're taking them off. If I was in a hurry, I wouldn't.
Okay. Oh well, we'll come back and see the finished product later.
You mean taste the finished product, I presume?
Possibly.
Oh well, I think we'll spare you one. But like everything else, I have made better ones.